Radio on Q4.
For Chicago, by Chicago.
Shawty,
I miss?
Was it?
I miss when DJ Unstable would be in the studio and all of us would be like, hey, hey, DJ Unstable, where are you, sir?
Okay. I miss my friend. I mean, he was just here, but he ain't been at this show since like 2020.
If you want to see DJ Unstable back, do a hashtag. Make sure y'all tag him or something. But we got CW in the building.
What
we
up?
gonna holler at him. I feel like this show is gonna be a movie. Yes. It's gonna be a movie like Ray Alyssa right here. 6D Radio.
Midnight, moonlight, motives, controlling, low key, OG. I've been smoking. The time right, the vibe nice. Got his head right, and his game tight. Keep the noise down, want no sound. It can go down if you just tell me what you want. While nobody is looking around us, while the world isn't still moving around us, we can make a movie right now. On the south side, where I reside, couple OGs say they know me. For a few spots, got a few blocks. Keep the doors locked and the thing tucked. You're talking, you're moving like you want me. You're so weak, impatiently waiting. I'll give it to you now if you just tell me what you want. While nobody is looking around us, while the world isn't still moving around us, we can make a movie right now. I can turn you on. Would be a sight to see if somebody finds. So good, and I swear it's been a while, but we can make a movie right now. There's not too many ways for me to say I want you. Just tell me when to go. There's nothing that I won't do. Won't have it any other way. I want it right here with you. Yeah. If you just tell me what you want. Nobody is looking around us. Nobody is moving around us. We can make a movie right now. I can turn you on. Would be a sight to see if somebody found it. So good, and I swear it's been a while. We can make a movie right now. Let me turn you on. While nobody is looking around us, while the world isn't still moving around us, we can make a movie right now.
Ray Alyssa, 6D Radio. That was movie. Oh my goodness. Like when I tell you that was a vibe, I was over here bobbing my head like.
Nah, what's her name again?
Ray Alyssa.
Come on. Because that was fire.
Like I could definitely, I love when an artist, like when I listen to their music, it's like, okay, they know what they doing in the studio.
Yeah.
They know what they doing.
Yeah.
The layered vocals,
Yes.
everything just sounds professional. Good job.
And not only that, I don't know if y'all ever saw this post, but someone made a post saying Missy Elliott need to start executive producing R&B albums again, right? And she got on and said like somebody else that was like a higher up in the industry told her that nobody want to hear all that singing anymore. She need to dial back, and it discouraged her, and she got to a point where she didn't want to produce R&B albums anymore. And I'm like, I wish I knew who it was out.
Right.
Why you gonna block the greatness for us?
Exactly.
Like, I love all that singing. I love the ad libs. I love the stacked vocals and the background vocals. Like, I feel like that's what's missing in a lot of R&B right now.
I just think that that's a very like dumb suggestion. Only because I'm even thinking of like, what song ain't all that singing? You know, like of course we have our artists who love to do like these hip hop R&B collaborations,
sapping,
exactly,
singing, rapping, yeah.
But beyond that, the singers still singing.
Yeah,
They still out here. So I don't understand that at all. And like you said, that's kind of bogus that somebody told her that. And for her, the Missy Elliott, to try to take that in, like, yeah. But I know obviously artists can sometimes like, you know, hear criticism and it gets stuck in your head when you're trying to do something. You just like, forget this.
And it also depends on who that person was to her as
well.
True. Because we think so highly of people that we want to work with or we've listened to.
Yeah.
Like we take that to heart compared to somebody who we don't know and don't care about. Like if they try to give us advice, like it wouldn't register the same, you know? So, and you know, Missy A, she's not the type that will name drop. Cause she know that if she would have name dropped who told her that, Black Twitter.
Hey, she got that Taylor Swift treatment.
Okay, she need a biography.
Man,
like,
I'm gonna slide in her
tell the
DMs.
whole story. We need a movie,
I'm
like
glad
not
she-
a Lifetime joint. We need a movie,
That's right.
like a in theaters movie.
I'm glad she getting her flowers though, because Missy been hot. Like we grew up, Missy was like it. Her and Busta was so dope. I mean, I guess we'll get into the music later, but
No,
she's fire. Like
yeah.
This is all things music now.
Yeah.
Nah, Missy, man, she need one of them 4-part movies like New Edition and Bobby Brown. She need one of them joints.
I can see it.
The Temptations,
Yes,
a 3-hour joint.
we need the whole thing, but we're gonna get more into that. Man, if y'all just stepped in, welcome to 6D Radio, powered by 6D Networktainment. I'm Toucan.
I'm Shawnee.
And we have a guest artist of the week here. He go by the name of...
Who that?
I'm C.W. Allen.
Come on.
Good to be here.
Glad to have you, sir.
Yes, the kettlebell, the cowbell. I love it.
He came here all moisturized.
Well,
Look at him, moisturized.
I ain't trying to be up in here ashy, breaking bricks with my elbows.
Listen.
People gonna zoom in the video and be like,
Yeah, circle them.
see
Yeah,
it right
add
here.
chalk to them, all that.
Y'all know black people ain't right. They be finding like the smallest thing in the photo and just zoom in on it and screenshot the zoom. I'm
Yeah.
just like, why was you even paying attention to that? You supposed to be looking at these people smiling and having a good time.
They gonna
We
zoom
have to
in
show
at
that
your
lady
ankles,
pinky
like, your
toe
ankle
hanging out her
rather
heels.
ashy.
And it'd be the worst when like you don't wear the right size heels and your pinky toe kind of hanging out, hanging on for dear life. And somebody had to zoom in and screenshot that, but it was like the smallest part of the picture.
I think it's a rite of passage, getting roasted by your brethren.
Yeah.
I just feel like, like that's fam. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna talk some stuff.
Got to.
We're gonna be talking stuff all day. Like I can really feel it. It's
I ain't
been a
seen
while.
Ken in a while, so
Exactly. I was just about to say
I
that.
got some bars for her.
You got
CW,
some bars for
you
me?
ain't safe.
You talking about the battle rap?
Ain't nobody safe in this studio, okay? It's been a while. Like the shenanigans need to shenan again. Okay?
I'm
we
weak.
shenan again up in here. But how have you been, Shawnee? You've been gone for about a few episodes.
Man, y'all, I've been busy, and not to say that I don't love my 6D radio fam.
You
but
don't.
It's just been life, and I got a baby. I got a 9 to 5. I don't live close to the studio no more, so basically I'm coming from the south side to all the way up here. So it's a hike.
Yeah.
It's a hike, number one. Number two, again, I'm a mom and
I'm
working
a
9
mother.
to 5 and plotting to get the semester started and working on things for my artists. He got an album coming out. We got a listening party coming up. So it's been busy. It really has. And I know Ken gonna hold it down. So when I really can't do it, I'm just like, I'm sorry, but I know you're gonna hold it down.
6D, hold it down.
But I'm good. Life's just been busy. It ain't been bad. It's just been very busy. So sometimes you just need to take a step back to breathe, even if that's my reason of not showing up here, you know.
I don't know if I was talking to you about this, but I was talking to somebody because now, like, you know, we're at that age where we starting to have, like, our close friends are getting married, having babies, like, are well into their careers, the whole nine. And I feel like I was telling you this last time I saw you, but I give my friends who are married and or have a baby, I give them more grace because, like, you have that's a lot. You have 4 jobs.
Yeah.
Wife, mother, your 9 to 5, and yourself.
Yeah.
Me, it's a lot with just me by myself, so I can imagine having to be there for, you know.
And when you
that's a lot.
And when you don't have all that stuff, you don't think about like how much time you actually waste. Like I think back to when I was single, but then also when I didn't have any kids, and it was like, oh my gosh, I could have ruled the world if I wanted.
I swear. I feel like I don't know that I haven't been single in a long time. I ain't been single since I was 18. So.
Hey.
The entire time I've been knowing
Growing
Shawnee,
together.
she has been off the market.
Super off the market. So yeah, it's just one of those things where like I know how I am. I would drive myself insane if I was single. But I would be very successful.
Yeah.
But I still am with my husband and kid.
Kid Pooh,
Yeah.
Hey.
Big P.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's exactly where I'm supposed to be. I know that for a fact.
CW.
Yes, ma'am.
No initials.
Nope.
No acronym.
No. And believe I had a stage name back in the day because I thought I needed one.
What? WC?
WC. No, way back. Yeah, 09. It was, what was it? 07, 08. I was Dazil because I was excited about life, so I was Dazil.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
But it's corny though. Like, let's be honest.
Dazil. It depends on how you spelled it.
Yeah.
Just like Zeal, Zeal.
Okay, then, man.
The Z.
Had to let that go when I realized your name is only 2 letters. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And it's a TV station.
Yeah, they stole that from me. Yeah, I'm waiting
Your
for them to
logo
go
should be a
bankrupt.
frog.
Okay.
The WB frog though.
Not the WB.
Oh, the
frog.
WB.
I'm weak.
Never mind. Postpone.
It's the C. It's the CW now.
Yeah, just the C and then the W.
Yeah.
I be getting my TV network.
It's
No,
all
it's
good.
okay.
You
They
in,
changed
you
too
in
much.
radio though, so
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
cool.
Right. It's been a while.
You ain't supposed to know that.
Exactly. But you been all good though.
I've been great. Yeah.
Great.
Well, tired but great. We just had a baby almost 2 weeks ago. So
2 weeks
she
ago.
came
Why
3
you
weeks
here?
early.
Bring,
My
you should've
wife
brought the baby.
let me spend some time with y'all tonight. This is one of my few things I'm doing. Yeah.
Come on, shout out to the
Yeah.
2023 babies. My
We-
baby
we
was born in February.
appreciate-
Oh, beautiful.
We appreciate Wifey Allen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Wifey. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's the baby's name?
Aaliyah and Allen. So yeah.
Triple A.
Triple A.
Triple A.
Nice.
Wow, it's the
That's
acronyms
cool.
and every. It's the initials for me. You got
Well,
the CW
yeah.
Allen. We got Triple A.
Okay.
What's next?
What's your wife's name?
Right.
We'll
It's-
make a name for her too.
Right.
Just Jackie. So
Just
it's-
Jackie, double
Just-
J.
double
Just
J.
Jackie Allen. JJ Allen, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
But
That's so awesome.
I know y'all saw me 2 weeks ago. I've been good. Just been still working doubles at work and working on music.
Stacking.
Traveling more. So proud of myself.
Yes,
You
you,
know,
should be.
I've been growing, y'all. Like, you know how you get into situations that normally like messes you up or take you out of character. I don't know if I'm just numb or I'm just like, I don't let a lot of things phase me anymore. Cause it's like, well, this is not truly threatening. I can't think of the word for it right now. Like, my everyday life is not, if it's not threatening, that if this isn't a life and death situation,
Right.
it's just like, okay,
Yeah, life goes on.
Yeah,
Keep moving forward.
that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
And just placing my energy where it needs to be. If I can't be in spaces where I can be gentle, because I find myself being that more and more now. If I can't be gentle in a space or around people, I'm just not going to be there. So I've been doing a great job of doing that.
Good
So
job.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm growing. It's the growth for me.
Run it.
Nah, seriously. Them boundaries is important. And yeah, it's too much when like you just mad or you just don't want to be in a space. Just leave.
Yeah.
Like it's just so easy. I mean, obviously, disclaimer, if you're in a situation that it's hard to get out of, I don't want to just say it's just that easy. Obviously. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely know what you mean. But y'all, we got a lot to talk about.
Yes.
We want y'all to evolve in your artistry. We gonna get it. We gonna tap in with CW. On the other end of the break, here's a little bit by Tone Houston on 6D Radio. We gonna
Okay,
get into
little
a
bit.
little bit.
And do silly things like cry, crazy things like die a little bit.
Truth be told, only the realest figures call me Antoinette. Figured I'll be honest for you ninjas who don't know me yet. Best of breed, any competition is inadequate. Learn my lessons early, I don't match up with the early sets. Comment ain't so common, my stack rises with the highest bet. Wishing while we kissing, she so flame, hope I get her wet. Sorry, but my 90 is just used to better etiquette. Meet me at my level, kinda strange, you ain't better yet. Small pause just to introspect. Tony is the bloom as KJ is the farragut. Never unsure if I say it, then I'm arrogant. Pass it off the tile on the beat and snares heaven sent. And I don't even gotta say a word that beats my delegate. And that's relevant, cause I ain't never ran for. That's just the bad K, I must admit. Jayla got me spent like a quarter trick. Wow.
And do silly things like cry, crazy things like die a little bit.
I be in my own lane, traffic sees me and they signal. Passing others slightly for my review, I just giggle. Used to say I play chess, but now I say Parcheesi, cause the strategy is easy. Sir, don't appease me. Please me, believe me, it's not easy. Flow from the go, it frees me. See, leave. Mister, you done it now. I won't whoop thee, a little jokey joke. Call me Whoopi, goofy. I know. How I switched up that flow. How I stopped, drop, and roll. Put them necks in the hole. Make the crowd lose control. Make your man check his phone. Nope, he ain't coming home. Wait, he ain't coming home. Nope. With no forgiveness, like Tab say. That's my business. Damn.
Yes, it's time to go, 'cause it's time to go. Yes, it's time to go, 'cause it's time to go. And do silly things.
Tone Houston, little bit on 6D Radio, y'all.
I like that beat.
Man, isn't it like a almost an eargasm? Like,
Yeah.
it caught it catches the attention, and then it's like, okay,
Yeah.
what's happening next?
Yeah.
I like that.
Exactly.
Shout out to Tone. We appreciate you for sending that in. We have a 6D tip for you all. And man, I love these tips because man, like this is when we really get to talk our ish. You know what I'm saying? Like people will see us and they come to the events, but they don't really know how much we know, what we've been in tune with, who we've been in tune with. So like this is like our 6D tips are like the perfect times for us to really just show that and how knowledgeable we are about the industry, music business, and everything that we just been taking in over. We all have over a decade of experience with this, so
Yeah, of
it
course.
shows through the 6D tips.
Like the music itself is a bonus, right? It's a
Yep.
plus. Like it's something that we just dedicated our love to and our support to, like supporting these artists in the city, and of course wanting to showcase their music on radio. And they can take that and run with it. They can take the video recordings, they can go on the TuneIn app and download it and stream it through Q4 radio.
Yep.
And can play that back for people. But also, the main gist of this show is that we're a music business talk show.
Yeah.
Like, we know the industry. We worked in the industry. We currently work within the industry. So, you know, being able to showcase that is just like, yeah, it's a dream come true. Seriously.
Yeah. And with that being said, so we mentioned Missy Elliott earlier in the show, and that was actually like a great segue into our 6D tip. She had a Twitter conversation with some people who literally just asked her questions about, you know, having your building your brand, having your artist, evolving your artistry, having a signature sound, and having an era as an artist. And I was just like, man, that is perfect for like what we should talk about in the show. Because we tapped into like building your brand and your fan base, the whole nine, but the way she broke it down is just like, oh, so that's very genius, and a lot of people don't know to do that. Sometimes we get caught up in, okay, I just started doing music, so I need to prove a point, so I need to do this, I need to do that. And it becomes not only like risky as far as your brand, but you know, it just becomes all over the place. So the way she broke it down, one of the things she said was most successful artists have an era designed to build a fan base. Right now, when people came up with their first project, who can you think of that's like, dang, they had this brand, I can attach this sound to that era of that artist. One person I just thought of off bat was Ari Lennox. Shea Butter Baby, Natural.
Yep.
Like anything earth tones. We know what it looks like. We know what it sounds like. We know what it smells like. It smells like shea butter. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's important to have a signature sound through the entirety of your project, like the look, everything in that nature. And I just lost my train of thought.
You know, I'm a hip hop head.
Yeah.
So my first three I thought of was Kanye West, Tyler the Creator, and even Tupac. Like them when they first came out, not even them first coming out to like when they stopped or where they are now.
Yeah.
But I think they intentionally created different eras of their career.
Yep.
We know Tupac initially as the spoken word artist.
Yeah.
The Brenda's Got a Baby, like you know, like the poetic activist almost.
Yeah.
And then he continues to like make commercial songs like California Love. It's completely 180 from Brenda's Got a Baby.
Yep.
So obviously I can see different eras of Tupac. The even like the what's the word I wanted? The rage era, I guess. Him
First off,
right after in a clicky clam, like, come on now, that was his
I
like
ain't no killer, but don't push me.
exactly, you know.
ain't nothing but a gangsta party.
Kanye West,
party.
every single album was an era.
Oh yeah.
Every College Dropout was an intro.
Yeah.
Everything else after that was like this different, this different, this different, this different, this different.
Yeah.
He by far is the most eclectic artist.
But he said
of our
that
time.
he changed the landscape of music in general when he dropped music. Like
yes.
everybody
Yeah.
adopted it in all the genres. That's a very cerebral way of doing music.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then, I mean, Tyler the Creator, like, at first, for the first two albums, he didn't do that.
Yeah.
But then Pharrell is his mentor. He got in his head and he specifically said, I need you to make house music. Because he wasn't getting a radio play. He was like getting real insecure. He was going to start making music. And he was like, house music? Like Chicago? He was like, no. House music. Like, I'm finna buy a house off this album. Like, you gotta go harder.
I like
You
that.
gotta go way harder. So then
Start making
he
house
started,
music.
okay, you gotta start making house music. Like, you know, so he started going harder and harder and harder. And then he got his first Grammy. He got his music on radio and everything. And that's when he really felt like his music career started from that.
Another person, Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had that AJ number, the number, full blown tomboy. She was young. She had that old school vibe. 1 in a Million, that album, you can see her evolving with each album. And 1 in a Million had that Timberland sound, like that whole 90s. From Timberland to Genuine, Missy Elliott, Magoo, all the Super Friends, they had that funk, R&B, hip hop. I don't want to say boom cack, but that's what I hear, like a new sound of boom cack. So you can really identify what type of era that was. Like, this was definitely the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then with her subsequent albums, you can see her becoming more and more grown. She's thriving in her femininity.
Yep.
Like, we watch her get older, you know, we watch her grow older and just evolve. So I feel like Aaliyah is definitely,
It's too soon, man.
yeah, she was definitely one of those artists that evolved in her artistry when had a signature sound.
I have a question.
Yes.
So is there a difference between evolution and creating eras? Or are they one and the same?
I feel like it goes hand in hand, because like each era shows your growth. You stepping into your artistry more and trying new things and letting it be that. Like Missy Elliott, when she talked about her own artistry, she started off with finger waves and had the futuristic sound. Like, we knew what album that was if we saw her in the finger waves with the trash bag, that whole nine. So it's like we saw her do that, and then we started seeing her like sing more, and then do the old school hip hop samples with the Under Construction album, and then she started tapping into more and more and more R&B features on her songs.
Right.
Of course, she executive produced other people R&B songs and albums, but we saw her sing more and more, and then she got into the dance thing, tap into the dance industry, and we saw that blow up too. So so evolving and having a era, it goes hand in hand. Like each era shows how much you've evolved in your artistry.
And I would say in a general way, not like the individual era, like their eras, but like the era of the time, like the sound sonically where we're at. If you listen to an artist that's been around for a decade, or like take Drake for instance, like you can you can bookmark his albums based on him matching the sonic like sound of that era, but also being able to push forward to the new era and still not fully lose yourself. Right. Ye has done a great job of that. I think that's just a mark of a great art. Kurt Franklin, right? Like when you think about gospel, that dude has always had timeless moments.
Like Kurt Franklin is an interesting one because he too has gone with the times. Like Stump sounded 90s. 90s is heck. Yes. Now, like, imagine me, like
his new joints got trap in them. Trap drums in his new joints.
Yes. And it's just like, it's so crazy to footprint that within the gospel world. I'm sure there's been a ton of like people, like vets, who are like, what the heck are you doing? But once it's stuck and people started like listening to more gospel music,
But that's what a pioneer does though.
Exactly.
true pioneer.
Yep.
I love it.
So another part of this tip is, wait, where? I'm sorry.
At the bottom. So it says you're the marketing guru. Like, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you having an era. How does that help when you marketing and trying to build your fan base and find that fan base, that niche audience?
So I think with building eras in general and evolving your craft as you keep going, it's two things, right? It's the first album, the first project, EP, whatever the case may be, is getting your sound out there and then attracting your audience at the same time.
Yeah.
But then as you continue on with album 2, there's that audience pressure of people saying, I hope it's just like the first album. Or when
It's a
you drop
curse.
it, it's like, oh my God, they not the same no more. I don't want to listen to them, yada, yada, yada. And I feel like historically, you can probably look at everybody's second album in the beginning, probably like over time, it probably got better in numbers. But I bet you like at the like release date, it probably didn't have as much sales as the first because of that pressure of expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so then as you contend on with your era, I think it's less about what your a great artist more specifically. It's less about what your audience wants and what that marketing approach is, and more of you playing with who you are and what your sound is.
And you showing them what they like.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, Drake don't give a F what his fans are saying. Not anymore. He just what was sorry,
Boy.
never mind.
Oh yeah, the Savage, 21 Savage, or the
No, sorry,
Or the
never
Lover
mind was
Boy
the
joint.
house
oh,
music.
that's right.
album.
Yeah.
And he co-wrote some of Beyonce's album, and they talked to each other to be like, I'm doing like house, like ballroom type stuff. And she like, I'm doing it too. So he like, okay, I'm gonna just get my album out the way because obviously you're the queen.
Chance did it 2 years earlier though.
He did.
We did sleep on it though.
He did. It was only one song though.
That second album was a house album.
Yeah.
That second half was house heavy.
It was.
I don't think the industry really wanted that though, but not in the mainstream.
Exactly.
Chicago though.
Here's
Exactly.
the thing though, those wasn't as cold as better than I was the last time, baby.
True.
Right.
True. This is
And
true.
I really think that's like really Chicago specific.
Yeah.
And well, of course, Chance has fans all around the world, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, I think nobody really appreciated it as much as we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they don't
Like,
understand it either. There's
yeah.
like a connection, like there's memories, there's
Yeah.
like
nostalgia, all of that.
yeah, the whole nine.
That comes with that sound, that footwork in music, that house music, that dubstep type stuff that evolved from house music.
Yeah.
All of that. But like, so going back to my point is just like the real artists know to just keep reaching new audiences
Yeah.
while evolving their sound. Some of the current artists that don't really know what to do, they don't really have like training at all within the music industry. They're
Yeah.
just making music at this point. I don't think they really have eras, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
that's why when I asked the question of, is there a difference between building eras within your work versus evolving? I think it is a difference depending on the context of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because the new artists are making music to evolve and go back to the fan base. Like, y'all like that? Y'all like that? Okay, y'all don't like that. Okay, so I'm going to just go back to my old stuff because that's what stuff y'all like. It's static. It's not evolving. It's not growing. And it's not an era at all.
Yeah.
But then there are some artists that are evolving with their music as they get older in the industry and they learn more things about the industry. but it's not necessarily an era if nobody really listened to the first or the second album.
Yeah, there's nothing connected to it that makes it an era. So I could definitely.
Well, I just listened to Killer Mike's last album, and I
heard
think it
it's
was
really
a great
good.
example of it. It's an amazing album.
See what's to it.
And it's just encouraging to see someone, in your 40s stepping on 50s and still be that nice, but have a sound that sounds good and like relevant, and like he's talking some like grown folk talk.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like Jay-Z 444 album.
Yeah, to me, top 3 of his albums.
Yeah.
Sonically, not mixed the best, but
Yeah.
a great project.
It's definitely grown. You just put that over his face.
No, it's not over his face anymore.
Wait.
Oh,
That's the delay.
Okay, it's a delay.
my bad.
My bad.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my thoughts, and then just the marketing behind it just kind of follows suits with what is going on with the artist. To be honest, I don't think there's no real way to market an era without being kind of head ass.
and one thing too.
I'm in my dance era. I'm in my like the girls say nowadays.
Low key, I had an era too.
You had an era.
Rain, I was ranting
True.
about everything. Raindrops, I had the dance music.
Yeah.
And then Breathe Love or No Love, like it was like feel good, but still had the conscious undertones. And then this next wave of music is gonna be like a mixture of everything.
Yeah.
So I mean,
And
I
that's
gotta
the
call
true.
Missy and let her know I'm on it, big baby.
Okay. Yeah, that's the true makings of like a really good project. It's
Yeah.
just really evaluating your work, and that's why some of these rappers, they go in the studio and record 100 songs in one 5-hour studio sesh. Like, it does not make sense to me. But I ain't gonna rant. Y'all do y'all thing.
Right. Speaking of doing our thing, we will be talking to CW.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And just tapping in with him and just see what he's been up to. And for those of you who have never heard of CW and trying to see what's to him, we gonna find out. Till then, guess who hit us up like, hey, we got some new music.
Ooh.
Lucy Bullock.
Oh my God.
Lucy Bullock. Shout out to Lucy. Shout out to her dad, Mike. Still tapping in
She
with
grown
us.
now. She came to visit us when she was 17 years old.
She was a baby.
Her dad came with her.
It was so
It was so cute. She had a wonderful interview with us.
Yeah.
She had her whole family was on the stream, like just commenting and
That's what's
everything.
up.
So cute. She grown
Yeah.
now. You better go, girl.
Go ahead, Lucy. Lucy being a villain right now. We're gonna tap into Lucy and her villain side right here.
Her
on
villain era.
60. I know, right? We'll be back, y'all, with CW on the other end on 60
Feel
Radio.
bad having to be so quiet. Tiptoe when your smile crosses my mind, my mind. They've heard things, but I don't buy it. I was there when they claimed you crossed the line, the line. Around here, I must confess, it's better to be known than be infamous. But tell me, would it kill for you to show you're the villain to the ones I know? I don't know why they hate you so. They try to make your name leave a sour taste. They tempt me so to let you go, but I just had to let you know I'm still thinking about you. Do you think about me too? Only see you on the off season. Only see you with busy people like you and me, and me. I almost wish they didn't like you for a real reason. 'Cause people like you are as good can be, can be. Around here I must confess, it's better to be known than be infamous. But every time I take a silent blow, you're the villain to the ones I know. I don't know why they hate you so. They try to make your name tempts me so to let you go, but I just had to let you know I'm still thinking about you. Do you think about me too? We are the heroes. They don't have a clue, but it don't matter. I'm still choosing you. You're the villain to the ones I know. I don't know why they hate you so. They try to make your name leave a sour taste. They tempt me so to let you go, but I just had to let you know I'm still thinking about you. Do you think about me too? We're the villains. If we're the villains, why won't they let us be?
I don't know why I thought that she was gonna be doing like one of those, like a Christina Aguilera like grand exit type of situations. That's what I was expecting. I was just like, oh no, oh, okay. Say it again.
Check. Okay, I liked it though. It was fire.
It was cute. Like I was digging the strings.
You can't call her cute no more. She over 18.
Yeah, she
Put some
grown.
respect on her name, on her age.
Grown life.
Go ahead, Lucy. I remember when you was a young lad. Look at you, grown now.
Not a young lad.
Young lad.
Yeah, shout out her. We all got on black. The stream look nice.
We do. I still got on my work uniform, y'all. Don't mind me. Shout out to everybody who is in the YouTube live. Shout out to everybody listening to 6D Radio, powered by 6D Network Tainment. I'm Toucan.
I'm Shining.
And we are two of many of 6D Network Tainment.
Right. At least 2 of 3 hosts.
It's true.
2 out of the 3. Shout out Mello. He in New York right now. Living the
DJ
dream.
Shern.
I went to go to Brooklyn Museum so bad for the Story of Hove exhibit that they have throughout the whole museum.
I'm sure he's
It's
there.
Jay-Z throughout Brooklyn. Like, even the library cards are Jay-Z albums. I was like, why don't I live in Brooklyn right now?
That is so good. I need DJ Shern to give me a keychain.
I know. I was like, bring me something back, bro, please.
Please, thank you. And also, man, shout out to CW that's in the
What
building.
up?
He's been vibing
Let's
with us all show.
go.
Now it's time for us to tap into him. And guess what? I'm going to ask you a question
Yeah,
that we
please
ask
do.
every artist that come on this show. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
What song made you want to start creating music?
Wow. That's, you know what? It might have been Eminem's 8 Mile movie because I started playing around, freestyling,
Yeah.
and I actually saw I could do it.
His
and then I
palms
was
are sweaty, knees weak.
arms are heavy, yeah, all of it. And
Yeah.
then the next thing I know, I'm at open mics and it's a rap.
Yeah.
No pun
Wow.
intended. Yeah.
I see what you did there. So you had a movie. Cool.
That's awesome.
I love that.
I think that's our first movie answer.
Yeah.
But obviously, for obvious reasons, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about the journey, man. Like,
It's a journey.
it's a journey, seriously. So tell us about the humble beginnings of your songwriting and music making process
Yeah.
and how it's evolved.
Yeah, do
Since
you want
we're
me to
talking
start
about
where I
evolution.
started with music?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm from Cleveland, Ohio originally. So I've been here in the Chi for about 14 years now.
Awesome.
And,
You're from here too.
Well, pretty much.
Yeah.
After 10 years.
Pretty much half my life, just about. So, started with, like I said, in high school, rapping on the back of the bus. I had a girlfriend who actually challenged me to rap at open mic.
Nice.
And that was kind of how I started rapping with my youth leaders at a Christian open mic at church. And
that's
Oh, those be bussing.
yeah, it was dope. We had a great time, and I had a group with my actual youth leaders. We were going around the city rapping, and they had life and they fell off for different reasons. But
Yeah.
I learned how to write music, And I remember when I first started recording, I had an MP3 player hanging on a string from a pole in the basement, tied it up, and there was a little record button on the MP3 player.
Wow.
Some people listen probably like, what's an MP3 player? And I would just record the take over and over and over, and that's how I learned how to memorize rhymes. So it's like, it's just been a minute. Like I've been doing it and just loving it.
Awesome.
Fun fact.
What's your process now?
My process now, so it varies. Sometimes I'm getting a record from my producer in Cleveland. I got a couple other guys that I work with too, and then I'm writing to it, humming out the melody, then starting to fill the words in with it, feeling what the tone is and what the message might be. I also have a phone full of notes and song ideas, so it may be like, yo, this song idea sound good with this track.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm hearing a beat, like I'm humming something, or it could be I'm sitting in traffic and the the turning signal is going, and then I'm like, dun, 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 dun. I'm making a beat off of it, and then I hit my producer like, yo, let's try this and add a violin to it. So kind of ditty producing. So it varies depending on the season, but it's just a fun process.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I know some people who are like, I can't write to beats, so I need to write by myself and then hear the beat. So everybody got a different process. That's fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you make inspirational music, or would you consider that conscious or all the above, or gospel rap? It's so many names and so many different genres. What would you?
Probably all the above. Early in my career, I would have said it was strictly like gospel rap when I was, telling people, you better stop doing that or you're going to hell tomorrow. Like that was my, But I think as I've grown and just got to know people, my faith is definitely ingrained in my music, but I've just learned how to be human and an everyday person, right? And not feel like I'm bad because I'm having a glass of wine and my cigar. You just live life. And the music, I think, encompasses that. So I'm just, I guess you can't say it's family friendly, but it's grown now. Like I'm talking about marriage and life, and
it's life music.
It's evolving.
That's right. That's right. And so 22-year-old Dub is not the same as 36-year-old Dub.
Yeah. No, I feel that. It leads me to my next question. What are your stance on? When every time there is an artist, especially rappers, right? And I mean some singers too, when you make a certain type of music, it's like you're expected to stay there. What is your stance on that? Because I remember Lecrae got a lot of backlash.
Oh, yes, he did.
Which was unnecessary, but that's a whole nother story.
Tasha Cobbs got a lot of backlash for doing a song with Nicki Minaj, which I feel like the song was fire.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
What is your stance on that whole ordeal?
Yeah, I just don't care. I mean, because I'm in a place where I'm really grown. Like I got kids and a wife and a mortgage, and I don't got time to be worried about them little goofy politics. Like because you rapping over a beat that ain't Christian, or because you doing a song with an artist that ain't Christian. Yeah, I mean, if the brands don't line up and it don't make sense, then we don't do music. But if it's like a homie and we know each other, we love each other, we vibe, and the music sound good together, then we gonna work. So for me, I just probably in my early years I would have put a little bit more stake in that. But I think as you get older, you just realize life is so much more great, and we think in our early years it was just black and white. And I'm not an old man, but I just think I'm just not in that place. So I'm just gonna make music that just feel good, that people can relate to. Some will love it, and some will say this ain't hard enough for me. You ain't talking about the stuff I need to get turned or whatever. But that's cool. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I resonate with that so much because my artist, I'm on a management team for an artist named Asar.
Yeah.
So his music is kind of in that same lane as, it's not gospel, it's not inspirational music, but it's more so life music, family friendly. He doesn't curse, all of that. And so with this new age we're in of putting out his very first real album, not an EP, but an album, we're trying not to get put in one of those boxes of you're you're in the inspirational lane. Because once you win that box, like you said, you kind of limited to what type of things you can do. Meanwhile, he just performed at Lyrical Lemonade Summer Smash Festival, which is with, you know, like all Playboy Cardi and Kid Cudi and stuff like that. So like, you know, to them, to the audience, they probably didn't think his music was a part of that, but it was equally just as hard, and the audience was jumping up and down just like they did for anybody else.
But you just unlocked it. You literally just said the key is that like you continue putting yourself in those spaces where even if you are like the eyeball, you're like we talked about Kurt Franklin earlier, but Kurt Franklin is such an anomaly because Kurt Franklin can step into the BET Awards and the Stellars at the same time, and it's like that's just Kurt. That's who he is. And so when you learn how to navigate those different lanes and pockets well, yes, you may not make as much money over here, but you still respected enough to stand in there. You know what I mean? So and that's what I try to do. You know, I tell my manager, like, yo, let's stay in places where people, like, we building hard tickets and we're not just settling for the inspirational shows that may throw us a couple $100 and it's like, but you're not building any fan base. Like, those are great sometimes, but you can't live off of that long term. You know?
They said, oh, that's nice.
That's
what the church folk gonna say.
Oh, do that rap
the
you
A-B
did.
selection,
That was so nice.
That's right.
No, I feel that.
I'm cracking up.
I think it's time for the.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
We also asked this first and last question to every artist. You like chicken, right? You eat chicken?
I do.
You're not a vegetarian or anything?
I'm not.
Okay. So you've been in Chicago for long enough, and you know there's a trend with our chicken. We love chicken. It's like 1 billion chicken spots here.
Yeah.
So how would you define your music in the form of a chicken order, of your favorite chicken order?
Oh, my.
I like the way his face just lit up.
So you can think outside of like your Uncle Remus, your Harold's. You can think about different sauces like Parmesan garlic. Your favorite might be barbecue. Your favorite might be barbecued chicken, like grilled chicken. You know, how would you describe your music in the form of chicken? You can say per album or per project or per single or whatever we're playing today on 6D Radio.
We got Legendary, Shine, and Ain't Nothing Changed.
Hey, you want me to pick one?
No, you can describe each one as your chicken order.
I would have to say Legendary because it's a story that kind of talks through this hip hop artist's journey being a Chicagoan. Is it's got to be like Harold's. It's you know, it's close to home. It's South Side. It's everybody knows it. Everybody loves it, and it's a story that's all too familiar. That's what Legendary is.
That's fine.
Shine. Oh man, it's probably the same. Like it's a very very Chicago. Like it feels like a like when Kanye did Good Life with T-Pain. Summertime Shy. It's got that type of vibe to it.
Yeah.
It's like we at the beach. No, it's jerk chicken. We at the beach in the jerk chicken truck out. You know what I mean? That's the vibe it has.
Okay.
It's summertime Shy, you know?
I like.
And then as I think about, you know, just like where I'm at musically now, I would probably say it's just grilled chicken. It's grilled chicken with just the right the right sauce on it. Just enough sauce where you like, yeah, that tastes good,
it's
healthy for you. You gonna think a little bit,
Good and
you gonna
healthy.
eat good, and you ain't gonna feel saggy afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it. Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. We got a 3-piece by CW, our artist of the week. 6D Radio, powered by 6D Network Entertainment. Let's go.
Took up my crosses, learned lessons from losses. Gain the world, lose my soul. That's one hell of an offer. Been in my glow since a shorty. Survived the gutter, the gory. I put no caps in these raps. I just be telling my story. A to God be the glory. Still got my life, so I'm blessed. Even when it's a mess, I turn stress to success. I'm under pressure, never pressed though. I shine like new dimes. Out the dirt like presto. What you press for? You should be happy I made it. What's my congratulations? I had to dance in the rain, master the pain with patience. A real gift from God. They play this game to be famous, but Schaefer's still here, and favor ain't fair. Jones, yeah.
We want to win, ain't never scary. We ain't never scary, nah. We just want that legendary. We just want them brain. Take the notes, that secretary. Take the notes, take them down. Cause we just want that legendary. We want to win, ain't never scary. We ain't never scary, nah. We just want that legendary. We just want them brain. Take the notes, that secretary. Take them notes, take them down. Cause we just want that legendary. I woke up this morning with a new race. About to set the pace from your basement to your basement and your new whip and your sanctuary. That's God's plan. Legendary, scary hours, watch your curry. Stranger things, otherworldly. Take the shot, Stephen Curry. You know, yeah. I'm raising my baby and cater my lady. I'm dropping for souls. The hook and I Jamie and call for the duty, but you cannot play me believing for things I know they can't see. My rocker suit and a comfortable tee. Pit in the back, yeah, I'm burning a tree. Father man rich and they sweating the G. Yeah. You wasn't down for the underground and that's facts. Don't try to link for the cosign, we gon' tax. Got a Snapchat with some followers, you gon' flex. Thank you, bud. We Ariana, that's next. We want to win, ain't never scary. We ain't never scary, nah. We just want that legendary. We just want them brain. Take the notes, that secretary. Take the notes, take them down. Cause we just want that legendary. We want to win, ain't never scary. We ain't never scary, nah. We just want that legendary. We just want them brain. Take the notes, that secretary. Take them notes, take them down. Cause we just want that legendary.
We got the best music. You know that. It's 6D Networktainment with 6D Radio.
Someday the sun don't shine, but I still keep my head to the sky. Even when the rain comes down, that ain't never gonna stop my grind. Yeah. Someday the sun don't shine, but I still keep my head to the sky. Even when the rain comes down, that ain't never gonna stop my grind. Yeah.
Someday the sun don't shine, but that don't stop my grind. Then add to the prime, you know I'm built for the climb. Nappy head young man, so you know I ain't pressed. But I don't brag on the dough, because I know that I'm blessed. Living life just to be present, cause every minute that I get is just another present. Vivid hope in the lessons, that's the process. Slow roasted, home cooking, not the process. So many sleep on our drive, but that's the way that we thrive, cause we ahead of the curve. When the traffic test your nerve and the counterfeits get swerved. Seen death, felt heard, still we trust in the word, can give back when we serve.
Someday the sun don't shine, but I still keep my head to the sky. Even when the rain comes down, that ain't never gonna stop my grind. Yeah. When you go through these seasons, just know it's for a reason. We're gonna be alright, the dawn comes after the night.
Right off the lake by the beach, my people say over east. 7 and 3, Windy City we tweet. Summer nights at the park, family movies is out. Food trucks pulled up, now my pockets is out. Drum circles at the beachfront, classic whips on the strip, yeah we got a stunt. Until them boys come around, you know they shutting it down. Or the function disperse when they blowing them rounds. Cause shorty jacking your ride if you ain't looking behind. And they pulling your card, you start flagging your side. I know her beauty is real and all her trauma can kill. She the city we love, we praying she heal.
Someday the sun don't shine, but I still keep my head to the sky. Even when the rain comes down, that ain't never gonna stop my grind. Yeah. When you go through these seasons, just know it's for a reason. We're gonna be alright, the dawn comes after the night.
Put your light to the sky, everybody we gon' be alright.
put your light to the sky. Everybody, we gon' be alright.
When you go through these seasons, just know it's for a reason. We're gonna be alright. The dawn comes after the night.
You're listening to 6D Radio. You're listening to 6D Radio.
Change for the day in the year. Roll with the power of the ghosts up in here. Still got a word that the world need to hear. Teach them how to fish like I'm chilling at the pier. Blow out of here like a Lamborghini. They showing off like a Ford Mini. Jumping out of frame for a like on IG. Burning up the plug trying to shock the mini. So you have my time and authority I see. Made for the L all the time you're Loki. Made for the L all the time you're Loki. Made for the L all the time you're Loki. And I'm hoping you flourish. Not just now but eternity. Trust God who shed burgundy. From the peasant to royalty. Ain't nothing changed but the day and the year. Still making plans like I started just a year ago. Ain't nothing changed but the day and the year. Ain't nothing changed but the day and the year. Ain't nothing changed but the day and the year. Ain't nothing changed but the day and the whole. I've seen folks fiend to get a mention. Nah, things change, fade. We never reach nirvana. Don't believe it, dream build it, stay with it, niche fit it, still kill it, God give it, home split it, reinvent it, go pack, make the industry beg for it. Yeah. They been talking about God fade, but they fool. Brainwash it with the main culture, they do. Things change, but the Lord above stay true. So true. Kind artists just remix with each rule. Ain't nothing changed but the day and the year. Still making plans like I started just a year ago. Ain't nothing changed but the day and the year. Ain't nothing changed but the day and the year. Ain't nothing changed but the day and the year. Ain't nothing changed but the day and the whole.
That was that 3-piece on 6D Radio. We had some jerk, we had some baked chicken, we had a Harold's situation.
I like the descriptions too.
We
it's
had
like, okay.
We had a spread. I mean, I couldn't eat any of it. You ain't say no fries or nothing with some mouse.
You can have a cheat day if you want. We'll allow it. We won't tell nobody.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
She only eat fish.
Put me a few catfish nuggets on the
Pescatarian
side.
life, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where can the good people find you and listen to your music, the whole nine?
Yeah, so everything is at the THECW Island. That's my website, all of it. And look, we got some fun stuff coming up. So I definitely want people to tap in with me. A lot of activities and things we got going on. So that's where I'm at.
Any shows?
Yeah,
movie appearances? What you got going on?
Yeah.
All that, you better speak that.
So as you know, I'm kind of currently on sabbatical because I just had a baby. So I'm just recuperating and getting that right. But my next show is gonna be September the 9th at Black Wall Street, Chicago.
Nice. Beautiful
event. Probably about 2,000 folks there, Black artists, vendors, entrepreneurs, artists. It's gonna be just a fire situation. So I'm gonna do a set there. I'm actually headlining this year, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah. And the next big project is we are actually working on a short film to go with the Lion EP that'll bridge us into the next one. So right now we have 14 days. We're raising $10,000 to do this film. So if you want to support and be a part of it, we got gifts and all kinds of stuff. If you tap in. So yes, we would love to have you be a part of the Lion Legendary film.
Fire. Support that, y'all.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
That was loaded. It was like,
Yeah.
so basically you are making a movie appearance.
Okay.
No, we literally are. Yeah,
You
short
the
film.
star.
We
It ain't no
right now we're
appearance.
we're casting and everything right now. Like we're taking in intake and we're gonna do auditions, all of it. So
Wow.
yeah.
If you need an extra, if I could just walk by and throw away a napkin or something.
It's done. It's done.
Look at the camera.
I need an IMDb credit.
Right.
Yeah. That's right.
Let me build that up real quick. Well, we appreciate you for coming on the show.
Thank you, ladies. I
Exchanging some
appreciate
great
it.
energy.
Thank you.
Adding to the vibes.
Hey.
Especially with the music.
Okay.
I love it. Like good music. You can play that for the family.
Right.
The family cookouts and the
No,
kids
we
parties.
We
can-
played Legendary. What, like 3 episodes ago?
I'm sure it was probably last episode. To
It
be
was
honest.
when 100 was here.
Okay.
You know
Yeah.
what?
And he said we can actually play back the tape. He said it sounds he's triumphant.
Yeah, that's what we was going for.
Yes,
Yeah.
We want
that's
that
what he
legendary.
said.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Fire.
Music directors and supervisors for TV networks and movies would love.
Okay,
Point
sounds
love.
Hey,
like
point me to him so I
build.
can send it.
okay.
Okay, I mean, look, we got you.
I got something for him.
Music Bed is a great site for uploading
okay.
music to for that. So check
Say
them
it.
out.
Say it one more time for the good people out there.
Music Bed, like music and the bed that you lay down on. Yeah, they got a pretty good database, and
Dope.
it does pick up. So yeah.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. And another thing, one of my favorite parts of the show is church announcements brought to you by Sister Shawnee.
I ain't been here in a while. What's up, y'all? What we got coming up? It's the summer. Like, well, first, foremost, and always follow us at 6D Networktainment. That's the number 6, the letter D, NETWORK, and we'll pop up on everything. It's the number 6, the letter D, and Networktainment. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, even though Twitter is a dying breed right now, but still follow us there.
Yeah.
TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, because we be on there too. Yeah, and just see what we got going on. Yeah, we got some events coming up in August, more specifically, working on Hip Hop History Month, 50 years in the game. So we got some stuff coming up.
Wow. Did y'all see
for
KRS-One is here tonight?
No.
He's at the DuSable, like right now. He has a 7:00 show, like it's free.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta pack our bags, folks, and gotta get up out of here so we can check that out. But yeah, just follow the team. Hear more about what we got going on. We're gonna be looking for artists for certain things and coming down the pipeline. So just stay in tune with us. Hit us up in our DMs, and we'll get you back. Thank you for supporting.
One more thing before we go, and this is very, very, very important. Okay.
Oh, the dramatic.
I have to do it. So, this is something that I've only shared with literally a few people in my life. And I am proud to announce that I am officially in the class of 2023 of the members of the Recording Academy Chicago chapter.
Wepa!
I was like, do I know this?
Of course you know this.
Congratulations.
Fire.
That makes 2 members of 6D Networktainment.
I was like, I hope I see your hand. There we go.
2
Outtakes.
members of 6D Networktainment who are a part of the Chicago chapter of the Recording Academy. We live this.
Yep.
We live, eat, breathe, the whole 9. What we talk about on camera, we live off the camera.
Yep.
We talk these same conversations. We are really for our artists, for the whole music game. And this is literally a major step. We just building each other up and bringing each other up. And,
Yep.
and opening our spaces and adding ourselves into new spaces is going to bring the vision alive and make the vision bigger. So
absolutely,
there it is. I'm class of 2023. Shawnee's class of 2022.
Wow.
Chicago chapter, the Recording Academy. We are members now as professional members.
Yep.
There
Seat
it
at
is.
the table so we can open up more doors and add more things to 6D for y'all.
We got seats at this table, so at the 6D table, we can be like, hey, this what we got.
Yep, portion it out.
We got hella tables, boy. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate y'all for coming through and rocking with us for our 8th episode of 6D Radio Season 8. 2 more episodes left in this season, y'all. Whew, we've been at it.
Okay. This
8
every
seasons.
Every other Monday thing has been killing me, y'all. I actually missed the weekly joints. We might return back to that, but thank y'all for supporting this season because it's a unique one.
It is a very unique one. It's another era.
Yeah,
another radio.
Season 8 was an era for sure.
But we want y'all to have a great night. Have a great rest of your week. Happy Monday. Happy Music Monday. Make sure y'all follow us everywhere. Make sure you follow me at its_the_can.
Follow me at Shawnee World, SHAUNIE World.
One more time, CW, where can we follow you?
At the CW Allen.
Nice.
And there it is, y'all. Y'all have a great night.
Bye. We got a concert to go to.
Right.
The 6D Networktainment on Q4 Radio.